Hello everyone. Thanks for watching RCM series under GST. Till now in RCM series, we have seen what do you mean by reverse charge mechanism, how it differs from the forward charge, the time of supply in case of a goods and services which are covered under the reverse charge, along with this example in detailed manner. Going ahead with the RCM series, we will discuss today most important and most commonly used services which is covered under reverse charge mechanism under GST, the services of a goods transport agency, that is a GTA. I, CA Suja, once again welcome you to PMT YouTube channel. If you like our videos, please click on the like button. Also click on the bell icon to get the regular updates on our videos. So let's start today on discussing all about the GTA, that is a goods transport agency. Who is the goods transport agency under GST? The answer to that question is very simple. Any person who provides the services of transportation of goods by road and issues a consignment note. Over here, I have like to highlight the point of the issuing of the consignment note by whatever name called is considered as a GT under the GST. So in any other words, any person who issues a consignment note while transporting the goods by road are considered as a GT under GST. Whether the goods transport agency are supposed to go for a forward charge mechanism or a reverse charge mechanism. The GST Council has given option to the GTA. They can either offer a forward charge mechanism or either go for a reverse charge mechanism. If any GTA considers and goes for a forward charge mechanism, then what rate they are supposed to charge GST while issuing the GST invoice for their services? Again, there is an option for to them. If they want to claim an input tax credit while or they want to take the benefit of input tax credit, then they are supposed to charge 12% GST while issuing the invoices for the supplies. If they don't want to take the benefit of input tax credit, then they are supposed to charge 5% of GST while issuing the invoices for the services rendered by them. If anyone decides to not to go for a forward charge mechanism, then their services will be covered under the reverse charge mechanism, and recipient of those services are supposed to pay GST under the RCM at the rate of 5%. And the recipient who is paying the GST under RCM will take an input tax rate for the GST paid by them. When they are supposed to get registered under GST and when they are not supposed to get registered under GST. So when they are not required to get registered themselves under GST, so any good transport agent who supplies the goods which are exempt, entirely exempt under the GST, even the total turnover of such supply exceeds 20 lakhs rupees or 10 lakhs rupees, whichever is the threshold limit applicable to your state. Even though it is exceeds that limit, they are not supposed to get themselves registered under the GST Act. Also, there is another condition that supply of taxable as well as exempt goods and the turnover is less than 20 lakhs rupees or 10 lakhs rupees, then they are not supposed to themselves get registered under the GST. The 20 lakhs and 10 lakhs is the threshold limit for the GST registration. So the registration is required when a supply of both taxable as well as exempt service goods total turnover of that exceeds 20 lakhs or 10 lakhs rupees, whichever is applicable, then that GTA is supposed to get themselves registered under the GST. So we have seen when they are required to get registered or not, whether they are required to go for a forward charge or a reverse charge. Now next question, when they offer a reverse charge mechanism or they don't go for a forward charge mechanism, recipient is supposed to pay the GST under RCM. Now, which are those recipients who are required to pay the GST under RCM? The GST Council has given the list of recipients who takes the services from the GTA are required to pay the GST under RCM. The list is as shown in the screen. The factory which is registered under the Factories Act or governed by the Factories Act, registered societies, cooperative societies which is established under law, any registered person under CGST Act, IGST Act, SGST Act and UGST Act. So basically any person who is registered under the GST Act, any body corporate, partnership firm, or any casual taxable person located in taxable territory are required to pay a GST under RCM for the utilizing the services of goods transport agents. So obviously there will be exemptions when for the GTA. So the exemptions are when there is a transport of agricultural goods, transportation of milk, food grains, rice, flour, pulses, etc. Transportation of newspaper or magazines, which are covered under the register of newspaper society. Then transportation of the relief material of the victims of natural or man-made calamities, disaster, accidents, etc. Transportation of military or defense equipments. Important point over here is transportation of any goods where the gross amount charged for transportation for consignment transport in a single carriage does not exceed 1,500 rupees, then it is exempt from GST. The transport of goods where the consideration charged for the transportation of all such goods for a single consignee does not exceed rupees 750 rupees, then also it is exempt. The next question, who is supposed to pay the GST under RCM? As in case of a goods transport agency, services of goods transport agency are utilized by the consignee also and a consignor also. So who is supposed to pay the RCM in that case? So the answer to that question is very simple. Whoever pays to the goods transport agent. Means the if in this case, if a consignor is paying to the goods transport agency for their services, consignor will pay the GST to the government. If consignee is paying for the services of a GTA, then consignee will pay the GST and RCM to the government. So basically, whoever pays to the goods transport agent will pay the GST to the government. So let's understand who pays the GST in tabular format with different scenarios. Over here, there is a supplier, the recipient of goods. In first scenario, supplier is a company and the recipient is a partnership firm. The company pays the freight charges to the GTA, so company will pay the RCM to the government. In second scenario, the partnership is a firm is a supplier, registered dealer X is a recipient of the goods. However, the registered dealer X, who is a recipient of the goods, pays to the freight charges to the GTA, then the registered dealer X is required to pay the GST and RCM to the government. Third scenario, partnership firm is a supplier, registered dealer is a recipient. However, in this case, even though partnership firm is a supplier, he pays the freight charges to the GTA. So the registered partnership firm will pay the RCM to the government. Cooperative society and registered dealer X. Over here, registered dealer is paying the freight charges to the GTA. Registered dealer will pay the RCM under GST. Next scenario, cooperative society and registered dealer. In this scenario, cooperative society is paying the freight charges to the GTA. So cooperative society will pay to the RCM under GST. Company A and company B. So company B, even though he is a recipient of the goods, is paying the freight charges to the GTA. So company B will pay to the government GST for the services. There is an unregistered dealer A and a registered dealer X. Now in this case, unregistered dealer is paying the freight charges to the GTA. I repeat, in this case, unregistered dealer is the individual paying the freight charges to the GTA. Since he is unregistered dealer and individual, registered dealer who is a recipient of the goods will pay the GST and RCM. The last scenario is unregistered dealer A and registered dealer X. In this case, registered dealer X only paying the GTA for the freight charges or freight services. So registered dealer X will only pay the RCM under GST. So I hope this has cleared the concept who will pay the GST in case of consignee case. The next question which comes to our mind is, what is the place of supply in case of a GTA? The section 12 of IGST Act talks about the place of supply. So the place of supply, when it covered under section 12 of IGST Act, The place of supply depend of the register, whether the recipient of the services is a registered person or unregistered person. So if the recipient is a registered person, then location of the recipient, registered recipient will be the place of supply. In case the recipient is unregistered, is not registered under GST Act, then the location where the goods are handed over for the transportation will be the place of supply. So in case of unregistered person, location where the goods are handed over to the transportation will be the place of supply in case of a GTA. Where the transportation of goods is outside the India, that is export of goods, then the place of supply will be shall be the destination of such goods for the purpose of place of supply in case of a GTA. I hope this has cleared the concept of a GTA under the RCM. Keep watching our videos. In next video, we will discuss few more important and common use services which are covered under the RCM under GST. Thank you for watching.